Welcome, my name is Stephanie from Southern Prairie Library System, and welcome to Lesson 5 of our Welcome to Microsoft Word class. This class consists of 5 lessons in total. And this class is brought to you in partnership with Southern Prairie Library System and Great Plains Literacy Council. And this project is funded through the Oklahoma Department of Libraries with a federal grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services through the Library Services Technology Act. And additional funding is provided by a Southwest Rural Electric Operation Roundup grant. In Lesson 5, we will be covering saving and printing and sharing and co-authoring. First, we are going to cover saving a document. When you finish your document and you're ready to save it, go to File, Save As, or Save a Copy. Select OneDrive so you can get your document from anywhere. So if you want to work on it on your PC or your tablet or your phone, you can. To save it to your personal OneDrive, save files to OneDrive and personal. If you have a work OneDrive set up, then select your work OneDrive. You can also save it to a SharePoint site. If you want to save your file to another location, say your documents or your desktop, then select Browse to pick any location, and when you're ready, name your document and select Save. Next, we're going to cover converting a document or saving it to PDF. Go to File, then Export, then select Create PDF/XPS document, then select Create PDF/XPS. Select where you want to save your document, like OneDrive or your PC. Check Options to change the properties. For example, if you only want to save a few pages out of the whole PDF, you can. And then once you're finished, select Publish. Next, we're going to go over editing a PDF. To edit a PDF, simply open it in Word. This works best with PDFs that are mostly text. Otherwise, the formatting can get messed up and it might not show up properly when you're done. Go to File, then Open. Find the PDF and open it. You might have to select Browse and find the PDF in the folder if the folder that it's in isn't already in your list. Word tells you that it's going to make a copy of the PDF and convert its contents into a format that Word can display. The original PDF won't be changed at all. And then select OK and it will open the PDF. Next, we're going to cover printing your document. Select File and then Print. And then on the right, you'll see a preview of the document. On the left, you'll see the print button and all of the settings that you can change. To see each page, down at the bottom, you'll see the list of pages will say 1 of 4, 2 of 4. Click the arrow and it'll take you through the pages so then you can see how each page is going to look when it's printed. And then on the right, there's a zoom slider, so if you would like to make the image bigger so you can see it better, or smaller so you can see the whole page, you can adjust it so the page fits how you would like. When you're done checking the preview, you can choose the number of copies you want and choose the printer to use. And then you can explore the other settings. Say if you want to print on both sides of the paper, you can change how it prints, whether you want to print portrait or landscape, and a lot of other different settings. You can choose the type of paper you want to use, whether you want to print in black and white, it's all there. And of course, all of this will differ depending on which printer you're using. When you're ready to print, select Print. Next, we're going to discuss printing an envelope. The trick to printing an envelope is knowing which way to feed the envelope into your printer. Word gets the information from your printer and shows you the right feed option. When you're ready to get started on your envelope, go to Mailings and then Envelopes, and then you will enter the delivery and the return address. And then when you're ready to print, place the blank envelope in the printer tray according to the diagram in the feed box, and then select Print. Next, we're going to go over creating and printing labels. To create and print a page of identical labels, go to Mailings and then Labels. Select Options and choose a label vendor and the product to use. So for example, if you were using Avery labels, you select Avery and then the product number that's shown on the package. When you find the product, select OK. If you don't see the product number, select new label and configure a custom label. So you will put in the dimensions of the label and how many are on the page, and it will create the label sheet for you. Once you've selected your label, you'll type your address or other information in the address box. Just make sure it's text only. And if you have contacts that you would like to use that are already in a contact list, say if you have Outlook installed, then you would select the Insert Address button and choose your contacts from there. To change the formatting of the text, select the text and right-click. You can make changes with font or paragraph. So if you want to change the font style or the font color there, you can. When you're done, select OK. Make sure you check full page of the same label, and then select Print to print your labels, or New Document to edit and save your labels for later if you would like to make changes before you print. Next, we're going to go over sharing a document. When you share your document with others and give them permission to edit, everyone's changes are made in the same document. In the top right corner above the ribbon, click Share. Save your document in OneDrive if it's not already there, and then enter the email addresses of the people you want to share with and make choices for permissions you want to allow. Type a message if you want and then click Send. The people you're sharing with will get an email from you with a link to your document. Next, we're going to cover collaborating on Word documents. When someone shares a Word document with you, the email you receive includes a link that opens the document in your web browser in Word for the web. Select Edit Document and then Edit in Browser. If anyone else is working on the document, you'll see their presence and the changes they're making. We call this co-authoring or real-time collaboration. From here, if you'd rather work in your Word app, switch from editing to Open in Desktop app near the top of the window. You'll still be co-authoring as long as you're a Microsoft 365 subscriber using one of these versions of Word. Word 2016 for Windows, Word 2016 for Mac, or Word on a mobile device for Android, iOS, or Windows. If you're using an older version of Word, or if you're not a subscriber, you can still edit the document at the same time others are working on it, but you won't have real-time collaboration. To see others' changes and share yours, you'll have to save the document from time to time. Next, we're going to go over inserting a comment. Attaching your comments to a specific part of a document makes your feedback more clear. If someone else is commenting on the document, replying to their comments lets you have a discussion, even when you're not all in the document at the same time. Select the document you want to comment on, go to Review, and then select New Comment. Type in your comment. If you want to make changes to any of your comments, just go back and edit them. To reply to a comment, go to the comment and select Reply. Next, we're going to go over how to track changes in Word. Turning on Track Changes gives you and your coworkers a way to make changes that are easy to spot. The changes are like suggestions that you can review and then remove them or make them permanent. To turn track changes on and off, on the Review tab, go to Tracking and select Track Changes. When Track Changes is on, deletions are marked with a strike through and additions are marked with an underline. Different authors' changes are indicated with different colors. When Track Changes is off, Word stops marking changes, but the colored underlines and strike through from your changes remain in the document until they are accepted or rejected. Next, we're going to cover accepting tracked changes. Even if Track Changes is currently off, there's a possibility that your document contains colored underlines and strike throughs, indicating insertions and deletions that were made as suggestions while Track Changes was turned on. The markings are visible to anyone who chooses all markup or simple markup in the tracking section of the Review tab. You can remove the markings by accepting or rejecting the changes. Use the buttons in the Changes section of the Review tab. Previous and Next take you from one change to the next. Accept makes a change permanent, and reject gets rid of a change. Next, we're going to cover using Word on a mobile device. You can stay productive on the go using the Word mobile app. Download the app for your device. So if you're on an iPad or iPhone, it will be in the App Store. An Android tablet or phone, it will be in the Play Store. And if you're on a Windows tablet or phone, it will be in the Microsoft Store. The first time you use the Word app, sign in with your Microsoft 365 name and password. On the new screen, create a document by selecting OneDrive, and then personal or business, depending on which one you're using, under Create In, and then choose Blank Document. Changes are saved automatically. To give your document a different name, choose File, and then Save, and then rename this file. And that is all we have for you today. Thank you for joining us for Lesson 5 of our Welcome to Microsoft Word class. This is the final lesson for this class. Thank you and have a good day.